everybody, welcome to Jerry's Live. As always, I'm your host, Amy Gardner-Dean, and we are going to have a fun little episode today because apparently the cow is saying it's my birthday. So we have JL167 today. We're going to be doing timed drawing as an entire group, okay? You, me, the other viewers, grab your neighbor, grab a drink, whether it's coffee or something harder, and we're going to be doing something like incredibly fun. We have a timer that's just a kitchen timer. We've got just a plain sketch pad, eraser, set of pencils. We have, I'm a little afraid because, and I'm going to have to trust my friendship with Frida, our YouTube moderator, because she has picked some different examples for us to draw from. And it doesn't matter, I guess I get, how many free passes? Do I get 3 free passes? 3 free passes. So if I see something and I'm like, no, we can go on from there, but we only have 3 passes, guys. So we're just drawing whatever's there. Now, don't let this intimidate you, because all this is about is taking your pencil, using it to identify some shapes. If you never get beyond that, that's fine. What we're doing is training your brain to see items that you want to draw or paint or whatever as shapes instead of the item itself. It's a way to trick your brain into not being so picky and particular, and this doesn't look right, and what have you done, and all those negative Nelly things that your brain likes to say to undermine your drawing and ultimately your success. So this is a good exercise if you are even just kind of have an artistic roadblock. If you just need to practice and you know that you'll take way too long, great way to make yourself keep switching and keep changing and only focus on that very foundation under drawing. So it might get kind of crazy with all these stops and starts, but that's what we're going to do. So if you're curious about what I'm using for a set for the show today, you're going to go to the jerrysartarama.com website. You're going to type in the keyword JL167. That's going to send you to just the list of the few items that we have that we're using for today. Okay, but it's stuff that you probably have at home because you're an artist and you're watching the show. So I'm sure most of you have just pencils and an eraser and a sketch pad. So even if you need to grab a ballpoint pen and some printer paper off the printer, okay? No one's judging you. This is my birthday, and I'm saying we're going to have fun, and nobody has any say about making any fun of what you're doing. We're just doing this to hang out and have some fun together. Okay? Are we ready? We ready? Okay. So if you're just joining us, you can jump in on the next one or even try to catch up. But it's just going to be 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and we'll have just a couple minutes, minute or two in between before we start the next one. So let me get to a pad here, somewhere in the pad. Should I just flip these, or just flip the top one?
No, flip the whole thing.
Okay. Let me grab a pencil. I'm doing this just so you guys can see it easier with something darker with the 5B.
Let me.
That's fine. Okay, these are clean.
Are we doing 5 minutes?
Yep, 5 minutes. You ready?
Ready. Oh.
Okay. All right, do we have to draw the hand? I'm just drawing the cupcake because it's my birthday and I said we can. But, I mean, I guess if we've got time. This is too foggy. It's so steamy in here if it's raining. Outside, my reading glasses have like, this is hard to see though now. Okay. Might have to put them back on. Oh, so sweaty. All right. So just shapes, guys, shapes. Doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to be perfect. Live your artistic life that way. All right. We'll come back and do these little things. We got 5 minutes, so, which sounds like it's not very long, but it's way longer than you think. So I'm just making some shapes so we can get this cute little curly cue of the, and you can draw over your lines. Don't worry about that. You can draw over those lines. You can always come back with an eraser if you want, but we don't want to waste the time erasing with this. Okay, so there's our little cute frosting. You can tell Frida picked this because it's a cupcake. Okay, so just quick lines, right? Just quick lines. All right, we got the cupcake here. It comes to about there. And you don't have to follow exactly as I'm doing, just do your own little. All right, I'm gonna pick in the middle and then work out from it, and it doesn't have to be perfect for where these are. Just make sure it kind of, as it goes further away, it's gonna get closer together, right? Okay, it's not a very good hard line here.
It's funny how short and long 5 minutes feels when you do this.
And I got way more than I expected already, so. But now that I'm gonna try to go in and do shading is where this is gonna be like, ah! Okay, so you've got all these little wrinkles here. I'm just kinda, and we don't even get to ask how much time, so this is the frustrating part. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of this so I can kind of see where my frosting stops and starts. All I'm using is just a line for shading. Okay. Now, if I was doing more serious drawing with this, I'd probably do it as contour, but I just want to see kind of where that shading is. Same for in here. So I can kind of see where the front of my stuff is. Oh, it's starting to sound faster. And don't worry if this seems like it's going like you're just not catching up. The first couple ones, sometimes you gotta get, it's like getting your sea legs when you go fishing on a boat where there's lots of waves, right? Out in a big body of water, you just have to kind of get used to it, and then it starts making sense. So don't feel bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna seems like a lot more dark right here. Notice I'm looking back and forth at my drawing. I am not just drawing what I think see. I'm looking and seeing what I've got. We're almost done. I feel it. I can feel it. I'm gonna make some of these a little harder. Well, I've got a minute. That scared me. All right. Okay. We gotta switch. Okay, sip. Take a sip. Especially if it's alcoholic sip. All right. How's everybody feeling? It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. Oh, we've got dark things in here. Let's go past this. All right. Yep. All right.
5 minutes?
5 minutes. Are we ready? Dealing with that one.
Go.
All right. Oh, what? I want to skip this.
You have 3.
3?
You have 3 veto.
Okay, we're going to try it. Shapes. Look at it as shapes, guys. Don't focus on the angle. Just look at the lines, the negative and the positive space for it. Okay? That'll help you find the form. Frida, this was not simple.
Yeah, she definitely.
Yeah, I bet she did.
She got some good ones. There's some good ones in there.
Oh, boy. Hashtag regretting decisions. All right. This kind of. There's so many. All right, I'm just gonna shapes. Shapes, guys, shapes. We're not freaking out. We're just, okay. What happened to the stump on this guy? It's like nothing. Sad little banana stump. All right, this is really strange. Nope, I made that. Trying to force foreshortening, that's not there.
Bree said, admittedly, it was a little more complicated of a banana than she was looking for, but just gotta give you a little challenge.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't about me. I'm fine with it, but just I didn't want anybody to get like freaked out and stop. That's okay.
If all
Shapes.
5 are too hard, pick one.
Yes, pick one.
Start with one.
Focus on just this guy here. I did not do the peel for this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back over this so you can see the lines a little easier. There's the inside part of our banana. There, so we know it's the white part. Okay. All right, there's their little funny, weird thing that is the cap from where they cut it. Not sure who cuts their bananas like that, but they're no friend of mine. All right. There, I've gone over that so it's easier for everybody to kind of see what's going on with this guy. Okay. Oh, sounds like it's getting down there again. Okay. Oh, we never even got this guy over here. Where? Right. Oh, that guy came down further. Okay. All right. How's everybody feeling so far? Those who are not picking up the pencil, and I know that there's people commenting, they need to get some paper out. Right? We want participation. This is the one time I can ask for people to suck it up, Buttercup, and play along. All right. All right. So there's the banana. All right. Can they see it from above?
You're going to in one
Okay.
second.
Before I move the thing. Okay, take a breather. Drawing shouldn't make you sweat, and it is for some reason. I don't know why. Have another drink. Okay, so there's our banana. All right. All right. Are we ready for the next one? How's everybody feeling? Is everybody loose? Loosened up, ready to go. Keep working on the next one. It's almost 6:30, right? We're almost done.
Alright, we get to the 5.
Okay.
Sorry, the overhead camera is being kind of cranky today.
Been cranky. All right.
Alright. Ready?
Okay.
Go.
Whoa! Crap. We got us a vertical one. Oh boy. Okay. I need a sharper pencil. All right, I'm going to just do it right here. Okay, I'm going to darken this up in just a minute. I'm doing it light so I can get my little balloon in here. All right. And if you need a break, set one out. If there's something that you're like, no, I just don't want to do that, that's fine. Take a little break. Let's see, put a highlight in. You can tell I don't want to do the chair, right? Do we have to do the chair? Frida! Okay, highlight. Okay. With this, it's always a straight plumb line down because this is pulling right. Right, I'm going to box in where the chair is first. We don't have to get any of the detail. I just want to make sure that I've got the height and the kind of mass figured out for it. Okay, I feel like perspective-wise my balloon is a little smaller, but this is a 5-minute thing, so too bad. All right, so rounded edge on the chair. Note as you do this that this comes over those legs pretty much, and you do have a curve on this, so just kind of pay attention to those little kind of weird things as you go along. That'll help. There's a little curve in that woodwork on the chair. We see kind of enough of the seat where we need to kind of make it there. See that leg drops down behind that, so you can either draw the line right through because we're going to practice, or just kind of pick it up on the other side. This comes across here.
Quieting.
Ta-da! My glasses are so steamed up. Hold on. Let's see if this helps.
It's a little humid in here.
It's like
It's very humid.
the jungle in here today. It's not the being old vapors either, so don't even think that.
No, it's steamy. It started raining right before.
Yes. All right. Oh crap.
It wasn't raining.
Huh?
Sorry. Go.
Oh, I wanted to pass. I was gonna pass.
You can pass.
Okay, pass. We're going to this. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is probably way worse. So, just shapes, and sing Under the Sea at the same time.
I feel like I should have a bigger
Dun 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 dun
buzzer for you to pass.
dun dun dun. Huh? Oh yeah. Will should come sing Under the Sea for us. Yep. All right. I'm just doing this so we can kind of... All right, he's got this little thing here. This little grumpy mouth. Crap. Okay. I'm not even going to get his little grabby pinchers in there because there's not going to be time for that. I'm just going to... Okay, shapes. Do them quick. All right. Just look at where the angles are. Think of it as lines, only lines. We're just drawing lines on this little guy. The thing about drawing is you're not drawing the colors, so you don't have to worry about the colors. Just look at the positive and negative shapes and how they interact with each other. It's kind of hard to see. This might be hard with... Okay. All right, claw. We're just going to draw the basic shape, and we'll have to come back to it because we're... Okay. This belly is down here. This claw comes here. Oh my God, my glasses are fucking up so bad. Oh, crap. And the thing is, I can't see without them, so it's not helping to... If you just draw the angles, then you won't get worried about the kind of what the foreshortening is of this, okay? Just draw where the negative space meets that positive space. Oh darn, his leg's going off the paper. I won't have to worry about it. Comes the same height, so stops here. Angle like that. It's very thin. This gets thicker. I'm looking back and forth, notice. Back and forth, back and forth. And with this one, I've got room for more legs, so. Actually, that's further down, because look how this needs to shorten up there and be like that. Okay, so now I can either go back in and work on these claws. It sounds like we're getting close, so I'm just work on this claw here. I'll just try to refine the shape of it. Okay, I'm gonna just try this one real quick. Oh, that's got a little...
It scares me every time.
Uh-huh. Doesn't scare me as bad now. Sweaty glasses. Okay, we're gonna take a minute. How's everybody doing? How are they doing so far? Is this frustrating? Do I need to pass to go to some easier ones? Has Frida given us an easier one?
You only have 3. You already used 1. You only have 2 left.
I haven't. Oh yeah, I have used 1. Crap. Okay. Is everybody holding up okay? Just lines. Sketch the lines. Even if afterwards this looks nothing like it's not finished enough, that's fine. We're just trying to get down an impression. Did you already start it? Mm-mm. Okay, hold on.
I'm resetting it. Ready?
All right. Ready?
Go.
Okay. Shapes, guys. Notice this comes at an angle. This is not round at all. We're not. I'm looking at what the relationship is here. Here, I'm drawing the outside edge, not focusing on this. I'm focusing on the shape this makes, okay? That's how to do an eye, because otherwise it's This has an angle there. And I think I'm not going to do any of the rest of it. I'm just going to work on this eye only here and to here. So I've got that.
It's getting a little light on the paper. Can you go a little darker?
It's not right now because I don't want to draw where I can't get it back off if I need to. So I'll come back and make it darker. Okay. All right. So now I'll make it darker so you guys can see a little better. Here's this edge of this rim. Just don't want to push too hard because I don't want it to be now this is actually coming down under the hair. Don't use the eyelashes as the edge of your eye. Use the actual kind of body of that eyelid. Okay. And we've got a lot of it of that eyeball that's covered up. So keep that in mind as to where those lines go and what the angle is, how much of that eye is covered, okay, that you're looking at. And it's hard to see the pupil because there's a person in the pupil. So we're just going to kind of I'm doing this so you guys can see where that is. There's a person in it, so it's really hard to see. All right. This is that brow. There's these heavy, kind of heavier parts that are shadowed. Okay. Where that skin, as skin gets older, this gets loose and comes down. The weight starts coming down over the eye. Okay, making all these wrinkles and shadows. I'm just going to try to put a little shadow on it so you guys can kind of see what's going on. There's the shadow down over that eye. Okay, and there's eyelashes. Thing is, these are blonde, okay? So, where this person probably had blonde hair at one time. So, they're not super dark, and they're starting to get gray. You can see in here. So, you're just gonna, and they're not curled. So, I'm guessing this is a man. So, they come down, they're short, and they come out. It's another clue that it's not a woman. They're short, and they're coming down and kind of out. So, look at that and do the lines as you see them go, not as how you think eyelashes go, because nobody's eyelashes go like this on anything. Even if people are curling them, they don't. That's not what they're actually doing from the angle that we're seeing this at. So, okay, I'm going to go and there's a shadow. Ah! All right. Well, it's not. Oh.
Well, you're not supposed to look.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Was that a hang up the phone in frustration flip?
Yes. Oh, that's a B. No wonder that didn't. I thought I grabbed something darker. Let me get something. These are not in order, so that would explain why you couldn't see that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right.
It's a little harder for people like on the phone.
Well, it was a B. So I can't see. Yeah, I couldn't see those. All right.
Ready? Go.
All right. Hope Mikey's watching. If you're a fan of Mike Goldstein, you should draw lots of ostriches and emus and send him pictures because he loves them. They're his favorite thing in the world. And you should tell him that Amy said so. He does not like giant birds, which is hilarious. Now these guys have that rounded eye, so we can get that. And everybody's probably wondering how I can do this so fast. I have not seen this picture. It's because I used to, ratites were my go-to for fun things to draw, so. Okay, beak, check the eye, comes right here. Let's look at that negative space in between. Comes just a little, tiny bit past the eye. Nice hard line. Keep it right there. This is a young one. It's still got that little kind of point to the beak. Now this is hard to see, so I'm going to do this so you guys can see it. There. Cheating. That's okay. A little bit of that point's coming down here because that's where that center of his beak is. That would come down to that point. Now with this I'm going to draw all over the place just because I feel like I can. Okay. Okay, notice how his nostril is right here. This is actually part of the skin still here. The beaks are very weird on these guys. This is part of the beak. This is still kind of the feathery skin there. Eardrum here. It's kind of that white area that the stuff is coming back into. Let's go ahead and get his bottom beak here, because I feel like that time is starting to get faster. What? It is.
I think it's all in your head.
Nope. It sounds different. Remember, we played this at home, and I was like, oh no, I can. Okay. Okay, here's under his beak there. This is the mouth here. So we want this to be kind of dark here. These lovely little serrated things they like to snap you with. Don't ask me how I know that. Watch your hands if you give them a tomato. Okay, back to the eye.
It's a long one.
Not long enough. All right.
So Frida and Amanda are both adding the links to the images. So if you guys want to pull any and work on them afterwards, or they want to go along,
all right,
putting the links in the comments for them.
That works. Awesome.
And
good idea.
To remind them, if they do want to share it in the Facebook group, to make sure they tag it the hashtag JL167 so we can all see.
Yes, use those hashtags. JL167. And if you are a newer viewer and don't know about our Facebook group, take the time to cool off for a minute and tell them about it.
Give you a break.
Facebook, unfortunately, you do have to have an account for this. You can watch the show without an account, but you're going to need it for the group. But it'll be well worth it. type in Jerry's, go to groups on Facebook, type in Jerry's Live. There is a question, you have to answer it just to make sure there aren't any auto robotic sign-ups for it. And then they will approve people into the group, and people post lots of artwork they're working on. People ask all sorts of ideas, even for business or things like that. For products, if there's something that you've used before and you can't remember what it's called, people are awesome at like knowing what things are, like from descriptions. So great group, anything from people just starting out to very much consummate professionals we've got. So lots of fun. So consider joining. And again, if you ever do any of the artwork from any of the episodes and you're posting in the Jerry's Live group, put the hashtag for that episode that you watched that you did it from. Then anytime anybody searches for that, all of those will pop up. So that's really awesome to be able to see those. Okay. All right.
It's just freaking out.
I know.
Ready?
All right. We got 2 more passes, folks. You and me.
Go.
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. All right. Consider where you put the little stem on the page, because that's going to be where you're going to start your kind of ribs of your pumpkin from, okay? I feel like this one I can rest and relax a little bit because it's shadow. All right. Watch as you do them, okay? Ignore the other stuff going on here. Only pay attention to the direction, how that comes out from your little stump, okay? Your little stem. That will be the easiest way to get these and get them right. Only focus on that and how it is in comparison to the one you just did, okay? This is a very flat gourd. It's one of those pumpkin gourds. I don't think it's a pumpkin, is it? I'm guessing not.
Oh, they're flat.
Yeah.
Look like a giant stepped on it.
Yes. This one doesn't even really come back to it. It's just partially.
It is almost pumpkin season.
It is. And we have our contest winners for today. We've got to do at the end of this, so don't run away. Okay. All right. So we've got that. So let's focus on shadows real quick. You can turn your pencil on the side, whatever's easiest for you. I like to do lines because it's quick and fast. It's easy to cover an area quickly. But remember, if you're going to use lines, make it go in the same direction as those shapes, okay? Because it'll make it easier to view. If you start doing it sideways, it screws up kind of that flow of the pumpkin. It's actually pretty dark back here. I feel like I got cocky and like it's going faster than I think it is. What? It is, I can feel it. All right. Got this little shadow. Okay. It's just not very dark. See, it's darker on the page than it is on the screen, unfortunately. Okay, let me see if I can kind of... Okay. It's an 8B. It's just not very dark on the screen, is it? All right, well. How many more minutes do we have of the show? I feel like we've got
3 more.
Okay. All right.
Go.
Pass. Pass.
Oh, that's your 3.
We're out of passes. All right, sorry guys. We're not doing hands in 5 minutes. That's not happening. All right. 10B. We're switching. All right. Shapes. Remember shapes. Mm-hmm.
I have lots of these in my backyard right now.
Little hairs.
I love them.
This guy's got some very hair-like feet too. This looks like an English hare, not an American rabbit. You know? These flat feet give away the English or even a desert. And you can't see his little cottontail. I'm putting it on there. They can't really see it. Okay. Let me darken these lines so people can see. You see how long the toes are? That's not typical of American rabbits. Unless it's like a desert.
I could see him in the desert.
This isn't tall enough.
His ears?
The ears get really tall to cool them off.
Oh yeah, like sails?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Like, you know how the jackrabbits, like with the roadrunners, always have the great big giant ears? Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking it's something maybe English.
He's a cutie.
Mm-hmm. Fur over this. And then this other foot is over here. All right, let's get to work on his face while we got a little bit of time. Rabbits do not have they have a little fluffy nose. But they do. And 2 little nostrils that come off of it. Looks like how big his eyeball is.
Mm-hmm.
Big bunny eyeball. It's almost completely black. It's not, you can see the dark. Get it? It's his whiskers.
Definitely drawing some rabbits before you're getting through this one pretty quick.
Or just animals.
Sure.
Used to have rabbits. Used to keep rabbits. All right.
That was a long day.
Yes, it was. Because you know why? It's tired too. Clearly. All right. Come on, guys. We're in the home stretch. How many more?
We do 2 more.
Oh, we've lost our free passes. So now we're
Now
stuck.
you're stuck.
Unless they accidentally fall off the table and I can't reach them.
I'll get them for you. Don't worry.
I tried.
Go.
All right. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. First, we're going to do this. Find where our space is going to be. Okay, grapes. No, I'm just kidding. It was worth a shot. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Now you're wishing we'd drawn those kids with the little hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't focus on the plate. Work on the grapes. Okay. I need to do this so it's dark enough for people to see.
I did put them in a random order, so it's not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Blame Frida.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Wire, don't worry. That ship sailed. All right. So draw the ones that look like they're on top more, and then work on the ones underneath. Because some of these you're seeing from an end, and some you're kind of seeing more from a side. So if you draw the top ones and then focus on the bottom ones, that should probably help. Try to make them still believable to the same size. And you can always do this and look. Oh, look, that's shaded under there. You can kind of see the edges, but oh, there we go. Do. Ones closest to you will be bigger. Further they go away, smaller. So again, you can kind of fill in some of the behind everything, and that will help pop those other ones out. See how that little bit of shadowing brings some forward and some back. Obviously, if we're doing this with this short a time, we are not going to have time to get the shadows in on all the grapes that we do have and that stuff, but we're just trying to get used to getting that those shapes and just the essence of what that is. So somebody looks at this, they know, oh, those are grapes that you did. You can say this horrible person named Amy online made me draw them like this. Way too fast. All right. I don't even know where to go from this because there's so many of them. And I feel like the timer is going to go off in a second, so. Oh, thank goodness. I believe there was a show called this one time called Saved by the Bell. Didn't save them from grapes, but in this case, ta-da. All right.
One more? Last one.
Not enjoying this birthday party at all. Yes, okay. No, I am.
Ready?
All right.
Last one. Go.
Oh, no! All right. Shapes, people, shapes. We're drawing shapes. All right. Okay, she's got kind of a resting posture. If you need to draw lines to help you determine where different parts are going to be, the head, whatever, go right ahead. Not going to do that, but I'm kind of going to do that. Just so I can see. Oh, and she's a mermaid. She's got little fins coming out. That's interesting.
She's a mermaid.
So it's a very soft little mermaid. Okay. All right. So I feel like I need a sharper pencil. Okay. All right. So let's do the. Oh, that's even not sharper. All right. This one's sharp. All right, so now I'm going to go back and fix these shapes. Head, just get a forehead, nose, just putting the shapes in. We're not going to have time to.
Rita said the statue is the Little Mermaid statue based on Hans Christian Andersen's original version of the fairy tale, so technically she is the Little Mermaid.
Okay, okay. We don't want to say what happened to that Little Mermaid. Because those are the good fairy tales where bad stuff happens. All right. All right, so shoulders. Okay, let's come lower. Her arm is incredibly elongated in this sculpture in an almost creepy way. It's like this part here is too long and too bent weirdly. I'm doing that so it's a little easier to see the form. Let's work on this leg. Well, there's where she turns into a fish. Ah, saved by the bell. Just need to be further down. All right.
It's not bad.
So next time we know not to ask Frida to select.
I love some of them.
No, it's so let's see what things she. Oh, that's cute. A little teapot. A toadstool. That's cute. A wooden clog, big surprise, because it's Frida. Pine cone, oh, that would have been fun. And let's see. Wine, which is what we all need now. And I believe this is some sort of thing in the Netherlands, because I think I've seen pictures of it before and talked about it with Frida. So, all right. So this is where we all go after this. What did everybody think? How did everybody do? How did everybody feel about this? It's harder when you don't know what's coming. And it's okay to pick images that, especially something like this, although this is more complex, in some ways it's a little bit more simple. If you're just starting out and just kind of trying to get the hang of this, breaking it down by shapes, you can do angles instead of, you know, curves and stuff. It's fine. It's fine to take old family photos if you want to work from people. It's fine to, in college, you know what we had to do? We had to watch Days of Our Lives, which I'd never watched a soap opera in my life, and learned way more about the characters than I needed to, because we used to, because you know how they show the guy and they'll talk, and then they'll show the girl and they'll talk, and it's the same position that they're in, right? Pretty much, for the most part. So we had to draw from that. So this is a little bit easier than that because you're focused on that artwork only, but definitely don't give yourself more than 5 or 10 minutes to do these. It's good practice. Good practice all around. Yes, it might be a little frustrating, but it's will really help you, okay? Keeps you busy. It stops the, you know, this doesn't look right, all that stuff.
Get you out of your head.
Negative Nelly stuff that we all tell ourselves, okay? So, definitely try this on your own. Do it with some friends. Get lots of this and sit around and then do it. That would make it even better. So, all right. So winners, right? Winners. We want to find some winners. I'll put them up here. How many, do we know how many that we have this time?
553.
Okay, so it was less. I did notice some of the same issues with it. And if you're just hearing about the contest for the first time, and everybody's taking pictures ahead of time, like on their phone, pull them up and check them out and make sure that they're good before you send them. Lots of stuff that was way out of focus. Stuff where something's sitting in a chair and you see the chair with it. That's really hard to, especially for you. Consider we need to print these out to show winners. If there's a lot of stuff, extraneous stuff around the edges, and it makes it so when it's blown up, it's hard to see the, you know, detail on it, you probably need to crop it. All phones have a cropping feature. All computers have basic programs where you can crop them. So, you know, it's hard for me to know if something's in focus unless my reading glasses are on. So double check the picture before you send it in. Also, color. Sometimes, you know, people aren't, I don't know if it's focus, I don't know what it is, but we'll get stuff and it looks very flat, and I know the original probably doesn't look that way. Some cameras, digital, don't get the color quite perfect. You can always tweak it a little bit in a filter to match it up better to what the actual artwork looks like. I think is that it? High res too. Something that's like 300 by 200 pixels is not gonna be able to be printed off for it. And it can look great, and then you go to enlarge it to look at it, to consider it for the contest, and you're like, I wanted to see that. I like this.
I
So
think we did a full episode on photographing your artwork.
I know, right? Do you remember what episode that was, Will?
No, we'd have to look that one up.
Okay, so
I had a good guest on it, though.
when you see this show in either format, in YouTube or in Facebook, and we'll just plug that now because that's something where people can find old episodes. You can either go back, there's 2 documents attached to the description of this show. If you click more for the rest of the description, it will show you 2 different documents. One is the chronological order of all the shows we've done since 2017. We're on 167 now. There's tons of stuff to watch to educate yourself on, okay? Color theory, composition, those might help you for some of the contests. And also, Will was awesome and did a show with us for how to photograph your artwork. It's a great one to review. It's one I review when I'm taking pictures of things, okay? Also, so that's there, either the chronological one or the one by topic, okay?
66.
66, perfect. So JL 66.
100 to go.
Consider lighting your artwork with multiple light sources. Have a light over here and a light over here that come across, okay? Take it outside on a very sunny day and do it in the shade where there's still that really great ambient light. Just something, because there were a lot of really beautiful artworks that would have been great for the show, but just were too hard to see or print or something else. So help me help you make your entry the best it can be. Okay, so we've got 3 placements. You get these lovely fine winners, get e-gift cards from jerry'sartarama.com. 3rd place is Lisa Summers of Lufkin, Texas. This was fantastic. All the things that make you think of fall. There's beautiful ginkgo leaves blowing around. It's sweater weather. She's got a hipster. He's dressed for the seasons. It reminds me a little bit of Will.
I would say it's Will.
It very much looks like Will, except for the nose ring, unless there's something new you haven't shown us, Will. With the masks, it's been hard to, yes. So that is fantastic. It was very fun, very cute, whimsical, yet perfect for the season. Anusha Gould of Woodstock, Georgia. I would love to see this in person. This does not do justice to what it looks like in the contest pages. So pull it up and have a look. It's gorgeous. Tulip tree leaves. Very well done. I had botany in college. I'm a big leaf identifier, and I was like, it's a tulip tree. I was very excited. So, and then Dennis Lynn of Omaha, Nebraska. This was passed out, and I would love to know how big this is because it looks like a big piece, doesn't it?
It does.
With all these little perfect rocks in the stream, but this looks like he's in Nebraska, not been in Nebraska. This looks like something like, well, I mean, I guess this looks like it could be the Ozarks in Missouri. It could be parts of Michigan. Very nice work. Congratulations, guys. So Dennis Lynn, 1st, Anusha Gould, 2nd, and Lisa Summers, 3rd. Next week is, I feel the need for speed. Anything that is car, truck, plane, automobile, racehorse, anything that's some sort of speed, make it go, huh?
Whatever's fast.
Anything fast, okay? Anything fast. That's what the contest is about. Blow us away with something blinding and speedy and very exciting. So that is the contest for next week. You can, if you're not sure where to enter, and it's something that people ask, seems like in the group all the time.
It's in the group all the time. They can search art at home on the website
Okay.
and take you straight to the contest page.
If you do just contests, even if you can't remember art at home, that's how I've been finding it.
Okay.
To look through the entries. Do contests. It's the 2nd one down because 1st one it shows the self-portrait contest. So 2nd one down. Click on that and it will show you whatever the current entry topic is, and it's got the entry right there, and just boom, put it in. High resolution, well lit, in focus, dazzless, right? All right, well, hopefully you guys hung in there and this wasn't too stressful and it was fun and it was something that everybody kind of hung out and did together and just muddled through, and thought it'd be fun for a change just to do something just neat together. It's just practice and you don't have to show anybody. but you learned something and you got some good practice in. So next week is new products. So we've got some new, really awesome new frames here that are very nice. If he was a fan of the gold and silver plein air frames, these are really nice frames. Got some really cool new sketchbooks and multimedia pads that are in, and some other fun little things. So join us for that next week for JL 168, and then the week after that we are doing sculpture, some of the Creative Mark sculpture supplies that we carry and how to use them, because people see them all the time and it's like, I'd like to do sculpture someday, and then it's gone from your mind. This is a way to see what you can do with those and the fun you can have with them, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really enjoying doing the examples for it. Nice to get back into it. So, all right, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me on my birthday, and we'll see you next week with some awesome new products. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you then.